So what is this thing, cumulative self-talk, that where you write and talk into a microphone or a video camera in an archeological type way? Our self-talk and our diaries, however we do them, are layered in meaning, often distorted. The fallibility of memory, for example, how our memories are often unreliable. And we really have to dig into, get to the heart of the matter of what's really been going on, and how we can take that forward. I started in October, and now it's early March, and now I understand my mum and dad a lot better than I ever did, what they were really trying to do for me. It became quite a thing during my middle years, to really put down my mum and dad and think that they didn't do a very good job. Well, they did an excellent job, not least on the basis of how they approached things. Sometimes those things weren't suited completely for me, to me. But looking back, now having worked with memory and meaning and understanding, I now see my youth, my childhood, as a lot more enjoyable than I ever imagined. And that's something that's really worthwhile to accomplish. It's a bit like what advocates of journaling say, that you've got to get all this stuff swirling around in your head onto paper or onto audio or onto video, and mix them up to get different types of understanding. But it's enjoyable. It's enjoyable to find new things out. And now I understand my mum and dad better than I ever did. It's 30 years since my dad died this year. It's 2 years since my mum died this year. And I just wish I could go back and say, look at what I've learned about you. This is how we can, we can really benefit from this. Unfortunately, that can't happen with me, but I can take it forward, because how you interpret your past can influence how you go about your everyday life and your future as well. If you want to do this, I primarily use audio. I really recommend it. You can just start doing recordings where you talk to your future self in a really, well, as if you're talking to a friend. You're befriending yourself, sort of thing. And that's the start for befriending other people as well. But you talk and then you listen back to these recordings, you think about them. While you're doing the recordings, you're sort of the author when you're listening back to them and thinking about them and thinking where you can make improvements. You're the editor. And you can edit your way to a much better way of doing things. Like I say, I've done these from October to early March, and I'm glad I've done them. It's an ongoing process. You learn new things all the time, but I find it really worthwhile. If you're interested, you can find out more on the website. You'll find the link somewhere, or if you search online for Cumulative Self-Talk, and I highly recommend it.